bit of sad news coming through. The veteran actress Nandi Nyembe has died at the age of 75. In a joint statement, her family and the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture confirming the passing on of one of South Africa's most versatile performers. She was known for her roles in productions such as Zone 14, Yizo Yizo, Soul City and Isibaya. The award-winning actress has been wheelchair-bound due to her deteriorating health. Nyembe's acclaimed career stretched across television, film and theatre. For decades, she lit up screens and stages with her powerful portrayals, shaping the country's storytelling landscape. From dramas to family favorites, she became a household name, entertaining and inspiring generations. Condolences and tributes continue to pour in. Joining us live now to share their tributes, we have actor and producer Zola Hashatsi and Masingita Masunga, who is a friend of the deceased. Good afternoon to the both of you. I suppose let me start with you, Masingita, joining us just for your own reflections upon the passing on of Mam Nandi Nyembe, and condolences from us to you as well. Just share with us how you received the news and what she meant to you.
Thank you to the and let me first start by correcting you. Umam Nandi was not wheelchair bound. That word is not supposed to be used.
Sure.
She used a wheelchair because wheelchair is supposed to aid someone,
100%.
not to confine them. Yes. So I'm just, because it comes to what we're going to talk about, that as soon as somebody uses a wheelchair, people tend to invalidate their functionality.
Yes.
So when we use wheelchair bounded, we're saying they're confined and they cannot
I appreciate
do
that,
anything.
yes.
Yes. But then I've known Mam Nandi for years because I've been in the industry for about 27 years. And as a person with a disability, I've always been treated like an outcast. But however, Mam Nandi was one of those people who was very inclusive, who would, embrace me for being me. She wouldn't even talk to me based on disability like most people do, where they consider my involvement only when it comes to disability. She saw me as a colleague. She saw me as somebody who contributes to the industry. Hence, when I heard that she's going through difficulties, I was the first person to go to her house after more than a year, where people knew what was going on and nobody was intervening. So I went to intervene because she has been inclusive, and I wanted to include her as well.
Masingita, many of us will say we knew her, will claim to have known her simply because of the roles and portrayals in various productions that I was mentioning, and some of which I was mentioning earlier on. But at a personal level, what kind of a person was she? You mentioned one element, that she embraced you beyond issues of disability, but was inclusive towards you and her approach towards you. But what else drew you to her?
Mam Nandi was very humorous. Mam Nandi was Mam Nandi. She never had that thing about she's older. She would just treat you like, yes, umntanakhe, yes, but she wouldn't treat you with disrespect. She respected everybody, and she tried to embrace people based on who they are, not based on positions. So that's the one thing about her. She was a very loving person.
Yeah. Let me bring in Zola Hashatsi. Zola, just your own reflections in terms of within the industry itself, your own memories of Mam Nandi, what she meant to you, perhaps where you encountered her in terms of your acting and producing career.
Thank you to the viewer and good afternoon to the viewers. I think as a country, we are mourning. I think as a country, we lost a mama, the country. We were together in the same agency, Munimbi, MLA. We've lost a queen, a legend, a thespian, an artist. You know, when we do the Lord's Prayer, we say, "Our Father who art in heaven," she uttered on earth. And as Masingita said, you know, because there's many different people in our industry. There's those that love the red carpet, the yellow carpet, the black carpet, and then there's thespians, there's artists. She was an artist. There's our mama.
Yeah.
In each production, as you mentioned, that she did from the Zone 14, you know, the Yizo Yizo, the Tula's Vine and Seal, the river, coconut, South Sea trees, Stapler, Rockville, all of them. The latest one was How to Win Christmas. You know, she's been doing this since 1979. You know, 53 years in this business is no child's play.
Yeah.
So she was a mother to all of us. She was a friend. I remember because I grew up in theater from the Market Theater Lab. We invited her to come through in our community center in procured land to tell us about life. And she unpacked her life, you know, unashamedly so. Because as an artist, you know, we're a canvas. So she was an open canvas, and she taught what to be happy, and in part of her relationships, she was just an open book that was willing to share, which is very hard to find in this fake industry of ours. But she was a beautiful soul. I mean, and the last time I was with her, we were together in Masingita, Mama. So as a country, it's a sad day.
Yeah.
We've lost an icon.
Yeah. Let's talk a bit about the craft that connected the paths for the two of you, Zola.
Yes.
Would I be correct in saying the word that has been used is versatile? And I suppose that talks to the different roles that she portrayed in various productions spanning television, film, as well as theater. Would I be correct in saying that she had that ability of making us feel as audiences, and that's a critical element, isn't it?
It's a very, very critical element because when she started, Mam Nandi, she was versatile. You know, she started working in Market Theater as a bar lady, and then soon, you know, got interested into theater, and that's why she did plays that were directed by the great Malcolm Perky, whether it's theater, film, big screen or small screen. I think Mam Nandi, you know, the late great Mamle Ritwala, those are the people that paved the way for us. We are because of them. So versatile, yes. That's why when she was playing a nurse, you can feel the nurse. When she's playing a mama, you feel a mother's love. When she's playing the Coco, you can feel the Coco's love. She was an artist.
Yeah.
You know, so how versatile she was, but she was everyone's friend, and she respected Wonkumpi.
Yeah. Masingita, let me come back to you. About 2 months ago or so, if I'm not mistaken, we had a conversation with Mam Nandi on this very show, and it was in the wake of, word coming out of she wasn't feeling well, and even financially she was facing some struggles. But at that point, the sense I got from her was that she was at peace. With where her life was, of course, not feeling well, that not being so comfortable. But it felt to me in that conversation, she didn't want people feeling pity for her. How would you describe the last few months, having been so close to her and experienced that journey with her?
Mom didn't want pity, but at the same time, she wanted it to be known what it feels like to have a disability. I think in my conversation with her, when I went to visit her, when I did a video that highlighted her plight to the nation, she said to me, Mtanami, I finally understand what you've been saying for years. Ukuthi PT is not a currency. And I finally understand the words that you've been saying, that you are tired of being a glorified beggar. Because right now I'm in a wheelchair, I can still function. I can still do things, but I'm not getting rolled. So I understand the exclusion that you've been going through, that people, when they see that you have a disability, they seem to think you are invalid.
Yeah.
But the reality is we can do this. I can still function. Ngayishaya ikhwela manje,
Yes.
ngayithena le wheelchair. I remember there's a video of her turning the wheelchair around. And all she wanted was to be included. All she wanted was, don't see my disability. See me as Unandi.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. But also, her situation highlighted quite a number of things. That the industry is very cruel
Yeah.
in a way that artists are glorified beggars, in a way that people love you when you are at a certain level, or when they can get something from you. But as soon as you are in a position that they assume that is useless, people are no longer there for you. So it highlighted the issue of Ubuntu.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the other thing that became painful, partly for me as well, was that people want to be part of something when it's trending. People knew about Umamnandi's situation for more than a year, but nothing was done. Until it was trending, then they took over. And at the end of the day, I understand she even did an article where she said people have promised things and they didn't deliver. And at that time, I had withdrawn because I was told by people who said they were from the Department of Arts and Culture.
Yeah.
They said I'm using Nandi the last time I was there.
Yeah.
And it was something that I felt,
Yeah.
let me withdraw.
Yeah.
Because now everybody, the department
Yeah.
is taking over.
Yeah.
But wanted her story to be not in vain. Not only but for people in the industry, that let her story highlight the issues of the pain of athletes and artists. that something needs to be done. We
Yeah.
cannot continue to be freelancers.
Yeah.
That we cannot continue to be glorified
Right.
beggars.
All right, Masingita, let me leave it there. I've got to thank you for your generosity in sharing your story as it relates to your relationship with Mam Nandi. That's Masingita Masunga there, as well as producer and actor Zola Hashatsi, reflecting on the life of the late Nandi Nyembe. I hope, especially to my industry colleagues, I hope you picked up what Masingita said there. I take that to heart and I take it very seriously, what she was saying about the use of phrases and words such as wheelchair bound. I thought that was really powerful. It's an instrument. It doesn't define the person. And sometimes we say things glibly in how we frame some of these issues. That's a key takeaway for me, as well as that issue that she was talking about. Let Mam Nandi's story not be in vain in terms of these issues we've been raising around the industry.